Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel once again. So today we are going to learn how we can draw a wisteria tree, and the composition is totally up to you. You can create a different kind of composition as compared to mine, but you will get an idea how we can compose all these things. So let's start with today's video, and I'm using pencil just to draw a basic guideline for myself. So you can start with the stem. So I'm creating a big trunk of tree, and you can divide this into multiple sections. Like I'm creating this Y kind of structure, then you can divide more and create few more branches, and then you can create more sub branches from the main branch. But wisteria is like full of flowers in it, so we don't need to create multiple sub branches for the same, because anyways things are hidden. Now think about where you want to place your flower structure. So I'm creating this round or oval kind of structure around the tree area. You can keep one side little bigger, one side little smaller, or you can keep any structure whatever you like to. So I'm creating something like this, having 4-5 sections in it. In these particular sections we are going to create our flowers. So let's talk about one circle here. So you need to create some lines like this. So these are the lines wherein we are going to define our flowers, bulk of flowers. So you need to repeat the same thing around every sections that we have, and I'm doing it with the help of pencil so that you can see all these things clearly. So this is a rough diagram, and I'm going to trace everything with the help of pen, and I'm going to do more detailing with the help of pen itself. So no need of pencil drawing as of now. You can directly start with the pen also once you will get the basic guideline for yourself. So let me trace the tree structure first, and then we're going to create some flower pattern around the oval shape. So I'm using 05 mm pen for the trees, and then for the flowers I'm going to use little bit smaller one. So I'm using 005 mm for rest of the other things. So again I'm creating these lines into the sections. You don't need to trace everything, just roughly create things for yourself. I know this is looking messy as of now, so once we're going to rub everything you can see things clearly. So let me rub all the unwanted pencil mark first, and now you can see the basic structure, how we want our composition for this particular tree. So this is what we have as of now. Now let's concentrate on the flower pattern. So basically we need to repeat the same thing throughout all the sections, but I'm going to show you only few so that you can do the same thing again for the other sections as well. So for each particular string you need to divide this into multiple substrings like this, and then at the lower side you can create some oval kind of pattern, and these are very small because the whole drawing is a tree, so obviously we cannot showcase everything in detail. So we are roughly creating all the flower structure, but at the base you can create some oval kind of pattern to start with. So I'm going to do the same thing for these two sections. Now for the sub branches that we have created with one particular string, you can create some random pattern to make some flowers in it. So obviously these are very random pattern. I'm creating some zigzag kind of pattern, some ovals, some round, some some rough kind of pattern you can consider. So you create your own pattern and do something like this so that you can assume these all things are flowers. So basically I'm doing the same thing around the sub branches. I'm creating more zigzag kind of pattern so we can see the strings clearly. We can see the strings is now full of flowers. So something like this you can do, and around every section you can create leaves at the top of the section. Done with the flowers, you can keep the string length little smaller, little bigger. That is also important, and you can make it little bushier if you want to. So spend more time doing all these things. And at the top you can create some leaves. So obviously these are the drawings, so we cannot see things clearly, but once you put some color into it you might able to see things more precisely. Now let's start with this particular section. So basically I'm going to repeat the same thing what we did for the first section, but we have different methods to create all these flowers. So I'm basically repeating the same thing for this particular section as well, creating some rough zigzag kind of pattern in a round or oval kind of shape to replicate flowers and flower petals. And to start with, you can keep the things smaller in size so that you will get enough time to do all these things. Now let me show you few other pattern through which you can draw the similar kind of stuff. So either you can draw only a zigzag kind of pattern around the edges like this, and then you can put some oval kind of structure in the middle section. So this is also something you can do. This is easier one as compared to what we are doing. Just an outline structure with some zigzag pattern. Or else, if this is also difficult, then you can create an oval kind of structure throughout. So you need a little variation in the oval shape, but you can simply create an oval kind of structure throughout, here and there in the sub branches as well, and you will get something like this. So all these patterns are quite similar to each other. You can use any, whatever suits you and whatever is comfortable with you. So now you have understand everything what needs to be done. So repeat this throughout the section. Now for the tree branches, I like to do some hatching process. So only one side of the tree trunk I'm creating parallel lines side by side. You can make it close to each other so that you will get little dark shade, and then you can do some cross hatching as well. So create some cross lines around it. I'm doing all these things only at one side so that we can think of light is coming from the right side, so that's why we have dark area on the left side. And then you can do little bit of cross hatching and cross contouring in the tree branches here and there. Negative space is also important, so I'm not filling everything with the help of these lines. I'm leaving some blank space as well for the tree trunk. Also make sure we should not have something like incomplete tree branch or something like that. So make things more bushier wherein tree branches are coming. So in this particular area we know at the back we have tree branch, right? So make this particular structure more bushier as compared to the other one. Like in this one we can see the tree branch a little bit, but I think the structure should be more bushier so that it should look like the branches are hidden behind these beautiful flowers, right? So these kind of detailing is important. So you can do all these things. Now for the leaf section, I'm doing some cross hatching process so that we can differentiate between leaves and flowers. So that's the only reason I'm doing it. So you can repeat the same thing for all the leaves that you have. You can do cross hatching or you can do cross contouring, totally fine, totally up to you. If you don't know about all these hatching and contouring process, I have already created one video wherein I have explained everything about all these things, so you can refer to that video. Now because light is coming from the right side, so we need some dark shade on the left side. So I'm filling middle section with some cross hatching process. Although it's not important, it's not necessary, but sometimes you do all these things to get some better result. So as far as drawing is concerned, we are done. This is something you can do, and we can paint all these things in multiple ways. So first way is you can either draw everything in detail like this, and then you can put some color over to this particular drawing. So basically I'm adding some purple and pink color around the flowers. You can roughly do these all things because we have already did so much detailing with the help of pen, right? So no more extra detailing needed. With the help of colors, you can simply put some color around the flower area, leaf area, tree branches area. So this is the first way to paint this particular flower, wherein we have uh, drawn everything in detail and then putting some color over there to get some extra effect into our painting. We have few more ways to paint this tree, which I'm going to show you in my next video. I'm going to paint this particular tree with the help of watercolor pencil and with the help of watercolors itself. So I am hoping this video is helpful for you guys. Please do let me know if you have any feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching my videos. See you guys in the next video.